Before any of us or this entire massive universe was here, there was an originator who brought it all into existence. Who is this originator, this creator? What is the purpose of our creation? Are there any other beings outside of our planet? How did it all begin? This is the beginning. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, all listeners. And welcome to the channel where we narrate the stories reported in the Quran and by the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But we deliver them to you here in storytelling format. So if that's something that you like, please make sure to subscribe and turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of our new uploads. So let's get right into it.
ومن يأته مؤمنا قد عمل الصالحات فأولئك لهم الدرجات العلى جنات عدن تجري من تحتها الأنهار خالدين فيها وذلك جزاء من تزكى.
The third thing Allah created with His own hands was Jannah, translated as paradise. The most merciful prepared with His own hands, a place that is tailored specially for His righteous servants, His worshippers who remain patient, charitable, honest, and kind. When Allah created Jannah, He sent Jibreel to it and said, "Behold, and see what I have prepared for its people." Jibreel went to look at it, then returned to Allah and said, "By your might, no one will hear of it except that they will enter it." Allah then ordered that it be surrounded by adversity, then said, "Return to it and see what I have prepared for its people." When Jibreel returned to it, he found that it was surrounded by hardship. He returned to Allah and said, "By your might, I fear that no one will enter it." Jannah is a place where people can enjoy whatever delights their souls desire. Each resident has gardens with rivers that flow beneath them, but it comes with a lot of hardship and sacrifice. In Jannah, no one will ever sense any fear, bitterness, fatigue, grief, boredom, thirst, or hunger. No one there can ever fall sick, grow old, or die. It is a place which no eye has seen, no ear has heard, nor crossed the mind of anyone. No person can even comprehend the pleasures that awaits them as a reward for their righteous deeds. Those who enter it will enjoy real pleasures, both physically and spiritually, fulfilling all their inner selves could desire, and they will live there forever. It will never cease to exist. They will never leave. Their joy will never come to an end, and they will have nothing to disturb their joy. Its provision is eternal, and so is its shade. This is the final destination of the pious.
يا بني آدم إما يأتينكم رسل منكم يقصون عليكم آياتي فمن اتقى وأصلح فلا خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون والذين كذبوا بآياتنا واستكبروا عنها أولئك أصحاب النار هم فيها خالدون.
Jahannam, translated as Hellfire, is tied by 70,000 reins. Each reign is held by 70,000 malaika who are pulling, steering, and directing it. That's a total of 4,900,000,000 malaika. Jahannam is like a wild beast that wants to consume everything. It roars and screams, and its fire is fueled by men and stones. The fire of Jahannam is like a mill that grinds thousands upon thousands of tons of grain, and then waits for more to come. Allah will call out to Jahannam and ask, "Are you filled?" And Jahannam will respond, "Are there any more to come?" When Allah created Jahannam, He sent Jibreel to it and said, "Behold and see what I have prepared for its people." Jibreel went to look, and he found that it was in layers, one beneath another. He returned to Allah and said, "By your might, no one who hears of it will enter it." Allah then ordered that it be surrounded by desires, and said, "Return to it." Jibreel returned and found that it was surrounded by temptations. He then returned to Allah and said, "By your might, I fear that no one will escape it." In Jahannam are 7 gates, and for each of these gates are assigned a class of sinners. Jahannam's residents are cursed wrongdoers, disgraced, humiliated. There the disbelievers will be tormented forever. The torment will not be lightened for them, and they will be plunged into destruction with deep regrets, sorrows, and despair. They will cry out, "O Malik, let your Lord make an end of us." And he will say, "Surely, you will suffer here forever." It will be filled with sounds of people boiling, burning, bubbling, crackling, melting, and popping, as well as the terrifying sound of the inhaling and exhaling of Jahannam itself. Each of the 7 gates of Jahannam has many different sections of torments. In them are different lands, corners, rooms, and mountains, valleys, and creatures that torture in many different ways. None of the dwellers of Jahannam will be given any relief, pleasure, or nourishment. Thanks for tuning in. If you got something out of this episode and you haven't done this already, then please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Also be sure to turn on all notifications so that you don't miss any of our new uploads. You can support us on Patreon for as little as $5 or even $3 a month. It helps us dedicate time into creating more quality content, and any amount is appreciated. And don't forget to share it with your family and friends. Jazakallahu khairan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.